has to be talked about. Listen, Chris Greer left us, and this not to bash him, left us in a really, really bad position. And I understand why. He didn't do it on purpose. Made a bunch of trades, got us a lot of high picks. Listen, we loaded up there. You remember all the 1s and 2s we had, right? We had 5 first-round picks in 2 years, and honestly, we didn't get enough either through injury or production. We didn't get, what we were hoping for. But they went for it. They thought they had enough. They added some pieces. They got aggressive trading. I don't need to go through the history lesson here of Tyreek and Jalen Ramsey and Bradley Chubb before the trade deadline. Grabbed him from the Denver Broncos and gave up obviously some really good picks to bring him in. And they're going, hey, and I was aboard. I said, hey man, this is the best team they've had. They're going for it. They're going to have to pay someday for all this, but they're going for it. They're going to try to make a run to break that string and get deep into the playoffs, and we didn't do it. So this is the first part, and you're wondering, well, where's the bad news? And I'm going to get into it in a second here. So you didn't win any playoff games. You set it up, right? You set it up. It looked good. It got off to a great start. It was looking good even towards the end of the season, and it didn't work. Injuries and other things and poor play. Let's not forget poor play, not just injuries. So with all those moves and all those extensions and redoing contracts and getting money up front, it affects the money on the salary cap going forward. It does. Meaning it's called dead cap money. Brandon Shores and his staff know about it. That's what he does. He's not a football guy. That's what he does. He's the money guy. And we're going to have a lot of dead money. We may have more. Kyle Krabs will join us later. But so besides trying to get through and see who can play and, win games and decide what you're going to do on the head coach and the quarterback and all that stuff, we don't have enough talent. I think we saw that. And second of all, there's going to be a lot of money that we can't use on the salary cap, basically, just so you know. And then they got to make more decisions. We got to make one, Tyreek Hill, good chance they release him. It's just a cold business. It's guy played his ass off while he was here, along with everything else you get with him, but he was a frontline receiver. He was. Bradley Chubb, when healthy, has been really good, but again, because of money, these guys after this season, they could be gone, and that's going to be a big cap hit. And there's another guy. And again, I just want to get this out there. We got 8 games left. We're getting ready for the Bills. Austin Jackson, who, again, in his year, like Tua, when that big year comes up where it's time to get a new contract, right? I got to play well. I got to play every game. I got to be durable. Austin Jackson did it. And he has missed a lot of games. 15 in 2022, 8 in 2024, and 8 so far in 2025. And I haven't seen him since the first game. Now, listen, again, I get it. He was playing well. They gave him the new contract. Thought it was a pretty good deal. Probably would have been. But part of this is, you got to be on the field. It's not just when you're on the field how you play, but you got to be able to play. And he has missed to the amount of games that's alarming, to the point we can't trust him. And he got the second contract. He got what every guy wants to get. He was a first-round pick. He got it. But I don't know when he's coming back. It doesn't sound like he's going to, be in Spain playing. I don't know, playing against the Buffalo Bills. So they got a lot of decisions to make, whoever the new GM will be, and all those things that go along. So it's just, I sat back yesterday and sitting there by myself, and That's when I usually have my best conversations, when I talk to myself. I really do get caught talking to myself. I don't know if any of you ever do that, where you talk out loud. My wife catches me all the time. Like, who are you talking? What, do you do that? By the way, you ever catch yourself talking to yourself?
Actually, my wife does that. I'm not a big one to do that, but she does.
She goes, "Oh my God, who are you talking to?"
I say, well, that's what I say. I go, yeah, I'm like, are you talking to me? Like, who are you talking to?
Oh, no.
She goes, no, I'm talking
I
to
got
myself.
something. I just wanted to hear what it sound out like out loud. It's really bothering me.
Yeah.
Anyway,
you tend to be a more talkative person.
Yeah. So, but it just, kind of just bounces back at me. So nobody gets mad when Joe talks to Joe. But I just looked at all this stuff and I just went, I get it. We made a run at it. And now we didn't get anything out of it. And when I say that, sure, you got some great games and some games were fun to watch. And I can think of a bunch of them. And some games are some of the best passing games the league's ever seen. They were like really good games. Don't get me wrong. But the bigger goal for our fans and all of us is getting playoff wins. And we didn't get one out of that whole thing. All that money spent in free agency, all that money spent and extension spent and everything spent. We just spent money like it was ours. And it wasn't. Stephen Ross's. And we didn't have anything to show for it. And now going forward, and again, I don't blame Mike McDaniel for this. Mike's just the head coach. He's not making final decision in the money and who gets and who doesn't. I mean, he may be up there jumping up and down as a cheerleader, but last time I checked, the head coach is not calling the owner to tell him, you're going to get me this guy this money. He needs to be here. Can't do that with head coaches. Get too close, too emotional with their players, too close to them, can't do it. They want to be their buddies. They have a different relationship. You got a coordinator background. I know. No, appreciate it. Thank you. I hear you. I know what you think's important. I got it. You've been doing this a couple years, the head coach. I get it. But I'm the GM. And it just didn't work. So now we got to clean it up, get as many draft picks as we can. That's why they're doing it. That's why Stephen Ross told the new GM, interim GM, Champ Bailey, go get him. Whatever looks good, run it by me. Let's see if it makes sense, and let's do it. So we'll see what happens today. We'll see what happens today. But the goal didn't work. Again, I remember sitting here going, this is the best team on paper we've had in 20 years, because I believed it. After the trades and all the draft picks that we're now going into years 2 and 3 and 4, it's just all set up. And then a big free agent class of, can Teron Armstead stay healthy long enough to get us, get it done at left tackle? And we were covering up in some cases whiffs on draft picks in some of these positions without getting into all that this morning. I could do a full show on this stuff, but I don't want to do it. But we're in a rough one. And so I don't know what happens today with Minkah Fitzpatrick. I don't know today what happens with Bradley Chubb. I don't know what happens with, I hear Rasul's names out there a lot. I don't know what's going to happen with him. So anyway, but this is where we are. And then the decisions on young guys who are injured, like Austin Jackson. What do you do? How many games do you miss? And he's a nice guy. I think he's a good player. I know his coach loved him when he had the one really good season in Mike's system. But again, he just can't play. He misses too many games.
Did you hit me with a nice guy there?
Yeah, I mean, just because I've talked to him. I didn't need to do that. You're right. It's a cold business. And by the way, this thing, it was only cold business for players. It needs to be cold business for everybody.
I got to tell you, it's crazy to hear you say that playoff streak. I mean, just unreal, man. Yeah. That they could go through this entire thing and end up basically right back where they started.
Wow. No, if not worse. Yeah, right now.
If not worse.
And
you got a long, and the worst part is, Joe, you got a long road ahead, man.
We are tied down to a QB's contract.
There is no light at the end of the tunnel right now.
So anyway, the go problem. Get them all fired up. We'll sit back and see what you can do with the 8 games left. And
well, I think at this point, people, I know you don't want to root for the team to lose, but
oh no, there's going to be people. Woody, more than fair.
I just
already
don't see what winning does at this point. But
you know what I did last night, Woody? Also, besides talk to myself,
did you look at the draft?
I
order?
did. Okay. I looked. No, not draft order. I looked at the Dolphin picks and where potentially they could be off of what you just said, where you finish.
How we looking?
Well, we got 1 first-round pick. That's good. Yeah. One second-round pick. That's good because they're looking like high first and second-round picks. 3 third-round picks. 3 because we picked up another one from Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
We got 1 4, 1 5. We lost our 6 of the Giants on our tight end who's injured.
Mm-hmm.
And a 7th-round pick.
Okay. We don't know who's going to be making those picks.
More to come. No. That's, by the way,
we'll figure that out later.
We'll figure that. To be determined. To be determined on that one, man. So anyway, and meanwhile, got a bunch of guys coming home. Gregory Rousseau and Joey Bosa and James Cook.
How many seasons have we done this over your time with this team?
Oh, my God. I've been here for every one of them.
Draft order.
I have
draft picks. We're like midway through the season.
I have sat in this chair for all of these. It's been going on 25 years of the highs and lows, and thinking we got something and maybe and we tried it all different ways, and it just we haven't come up with a formula. There hasn't been stability. It's just and you see the teams that do it, right? You see the handful of teams. Now look, some of those teams haven't gotten to the promised land of winning a Super Bowl, but they look like even Baltimore, who just beat us up. But Baltimore, who's having a rough year, is one of the teams. They just, you figure from the top down, they just got it figured out, man. They do. And Buffalo, because of the quarterback, they got it figured out, man. They got to figure. You know what their debate is? Who's better, Mahomes or Josh Allen? That's their debate. That's as far as they go. They know they got their guy.
As we sit here today, you going quarterback first round, regardless like what happens here.
By the way, I
know it's a weak class.
No. I looked in the first 3 picks in some mock drafts. Had 3 quarterbacks. Yeah. So everybody's still hungry.
Sold on any of them. I mean, maybe Mendoza, but
they're all hungry for quarterbacks. I got to tell you, if this Mendoza kid goes first overall, and because he is a local guy, yes, he's 24 touchdowns, 3 picks. His team's undefeated. And he's just gotten better and better and better. And by the way, he's tall. He can see over everybody. You'll never hear him in a press conference.
Oh, that's good.
You won't have him in a press conference going, all those guys are really tall playing in front of me on both sides.
Well, that's half the battle.
Anyway, we've got a lot of stuff to get to here, Woody. I wasn't trying to be a downer to everybody.
You're not being a downer, man.
No.
This is not a fun day. Look, when you're a seller at the deadline, it's never a good situation. We're like, what do you got? Another half of the season to go?
Yeah, we got.
Watch his team get their brains beat in. Like
we have 8 left, and they're going to have a chance to win 4 or 5 of those games. They'll have a chance just by who's on their schedule
to win every one of them. Joe,
don't they have? We have Cincinnati on the con. You know what? Could be 48-46. We've got the Saints.
We got the Jets. Like I said, I'd rather lose.
I know you would. I'm just telling you. But that's not going to be what Mike McDaniel after having his talk with the owner.
Winning doesn't really accomplish a whole lot at this point.
No, you're right.
I don't want any momentum going into
I get it. For those of you who feel that way, I get it, man. If you just like, hey, can you lose? You want to lose pretty though, right? Like lose, keep them close, lose late. You don't. Joe, I don't want to get.
I don't think it matters what I want. I think Buffalo's going to come in here and beat the hell out of them. I don't think it matters what any of us want.
Probably not a great. Probably not a great matchup off of what
we saw last week.
No. Hey, we got to go to break here. We've got a lot of news to get to here. Heat playing late last night and get a 1-point win. I just got to tell you what, man. Saw the highlights this morning. Clippers coming back late in that game, had a chance, had a last shot, and came up short. Bam with 25 and 10. Norman Powell with 21. Nuggets coming up on Wednesday. And we'll get into some more news. A lot of other stuff going on, including some Hall of Fame news. What are we going to do with that group of Hall of Famers that nobody wants to talk about?